This is Twit.
So here's what happened. At the end of the week, I went into the UPS store.
Yes.
And I said, all right, I'm ready to get it. And because
because as we were talking, you were afraid that the iPad was going to get delivered to your house while you were doing the show.
Correct, because it was Thursday and nobody had called me, and if somebody was trying to get into my building, I would get a phone call.
So you tore out of here after the show and you went straight to the UPS?
And I was like, maybe I could, no, well, I went home.
Yeah.
Because I was like, hey, they haven't delivered it yet. Turns out, one of my neighbors let them into my building, so I had a little note on my door after all saying,
we can't give it to you.
We can't give it to you.
I hate that.
So I called them and I said, can you come back? And they said, no, but you can pick it up at the UPS center after 8 p.m.
The truck will return and they'll
and
take
I
it
said,
off,
okay, I'll be there then.
Yeah.
Sure enough, showed up and it went through all the thing and he had the box and he's giving it to me and then he goes, oh, your driver's license, it doesn't match the shipping address. And I said, oh yeah, that's, just my old address. And he said, well, do you have another form of ID with your current address? And I said,
oh yes, I carry my
no.
PG&E bill, my electric bill with me at all times.
Which doesn't have a photo ID attached anyway. And I said, well, no. And he said, I'm sorry, this is an Apple product. We can't give this to you.
Oh, lordy, lordy.
And I murdered him. No, I didn't. I said, well, you should have told me. Somebody should have told me that. And I kind of acted like an old lady and paced a little bit.
And did that work?
No. And then I left. And then I said...
You didn't say, do you know who I am?
No,
yes, it says you're Sarah Lane on the card.
I am positive that nobody at UPS cares.
Right.
One iota who I am or why it matters.
Right.
So I went home dejected with my tail between my legs.
Oh,
then I went through a huge process of I got all these bills. I brought my passport, all sorts of stuff. And it was like 3 days later because... They
were closed.
Exactly, it's business days, right? And finally I went in a couple days ago with all my stuff, kind of spread it out. Different guy, of course.
Here's who I am.
And he kind of looks and is just like...
Just show me your driver's license,
Here,
lady.
is this yours? He never even looked at any of my IDs. Any of them. I could have been a crazy person. Yeah.